to wash away. And I'm looking for a reason to wash away.
And good morning, because it feels like morning when you're starting this early here with the Vigilante Racing crew. But hey, we got ourselves a last chance qualifier to cover here tonight, which are in the middle of qualifying as of right now. This is these drivers' final chance of getting into the All-Star race coming up right after this. So these guys better race well, otherwise their racing season is done. We got two 20-lap segments to decide two people from each segment that's going to be going on, as well as the fan vote that y'all had showed up out in force for. Man, we thank you guys for tuning in and going down there into that poll and voting for your favorite driver who you'd like to see move on. Got a whole ton of votes in there, but still have a little bit of time to get your last minute votes in. We will be locking that in once when the final checkered flag waves, and we look forward to seeing who you guys voted for you guys in. Sorry, as we're still getting set up. Like I said, this is like morning for us. This is such an early start. And as always, in the booth we got Mr. Alan English. Alan, good morning. Good morning.
I'm wide awake, man. I had my coffee early this morning, but yeah, I'm ready to go. This is going to be a unique event. Hopefully they do this again, because it seems like a really fun format. You know, having two qualifiers out of each stage, then having a fan vote to fill out the field for tonight's All-Star race. That's going to start at 8 p.m. Eastern. The practice will for the All-Star race, and then they'll get that going, and they're going to give away some prize money tonight, so that's going to be a lot of fun.
That they are. And man, Turner, do we have somebody down there to make sure you don't jump into a car or something? Because man, being down there on pit road thinking, hey, this is my chance to show these Vigilante guys what's up. I know you're a winner here at Michigan, and you know, are you being safe down there?
Well, I mean, I did join the race. Y'all pulled me out of the cockpit because I would have won. There's no doubt about it. And we've had some of these races. I've told you how to win it, and it's the truth. Luckily, y'all pulled me out, so I can't take some driver's seat away from the All-Star race, because I would be in it. I guarantee you. And
you want to go fast, yeah.
I like going fast, but this is going to be fun because there's no unlimited fast repairs. You know, kind of 20-lap sprints to get right in the front, so it'll be fun to see. And then we got the main event, and it's all about money tonight, right?
Oh man, yes, that main event, that is something you do not want to miss, because that is something man, oh man. The rules are going to be a little funky, but we'll get you through it and tell you guys exactly what's going on and at what points. But until then, we still have this last chance qualifier to cover, which looks like qualifying just about to finish up here, with Albert Anderson just getting right out in front of Kelly Keel here. So we'll see how everything plays out when it comes to race time.
Yep, a lot of these guys, you know, they're not. If they're worried about their performance in the fan vote, they're definitely going to be pushing hard out there tonight. I think they will anyway, but
yeah, I thought the fan vote was a secret. I guess it's wide open. Everybody knows what's happening.
No.
I just posted a little picture in their Discord earlier on this morning, just being like, hey, this is where it's at. Things could definitely change, and as of right now, I am the only one that knows exactly where things stand in that vote. And if things go a certain way, it's actually kind of tight. So make sure you get those votes in. Vote for your favorite driver to try to get them moved along through and into that race here coming up next. But in the meantime, the starting grid for this race, we got Kelly Keel and Albert Anderson up at the front. Then you got Josh Oxendine and Dave Hot Rod Mayberry right behind them. You got the 12 of John Herdzik there, the 91 of Rob Green, and then following that up is the 4 of Deion Jones with the 37 of Dustin Reilly. And that is your starting grid here for tonight. So very small field. What's going to happen is the first segment will be 20 laps. Once when those 20 laps are done, the top 2 drivers will get removed from the race because, hey, congratulations, you moved right along. And after that is one final 20 lap segment, and these 20 laps are going to be the quickest 20 laps of some of these guys' lives.
Yeah, I think it should go fast, man. I mean, there's not many trucks out on the track. We talk about turn 2, how tricky it is, but I think they're going to be able to navigate it, but they're going to be going all out, so that's going to be the best part about it.
These guys want a chance to race for that money tonight, and half of these cars are going to make it in. Half of these trucks, I should say. It's going to be a good time. Great track to have this at. Michigan's always exciting, especially in these Camping World trucks.
Oh, we would have anybody out there already? I mean, it's a little early for us, but look at my man, America's driver. Look at that truck out front. Albert Anderson. Good-looking paint scheme tonight. We'll see if he can hold what he's got.
And Jack Dixon, thanks for joining us on YouTube. He had an important question. He said, if the fan vote winner wins, does the second place in the vote get in? And the answer is yes. That's how we're going to try to do this.
That is exactly how we're going to do this. That's the whole reason why we put up that fan vote so early and not just during this race, is to make sure we can get as many people voting for their favorite driver as possible. And because who knows, they just might need it. As we got Albert and Kelly leading this one around. Even though I thought Kelly was automatically locked in. I wonder if the person whose spot he was going to be taken over for wasn't going to race, so he might be racing here tonight. But here comes that pace truck getting ready for the segment number 1, getting underway here, led by Albert and Kelly side by side as they come across the line, running off down into turn number 1 and 2. Still side by side, and we're side by side all the way through this field.
Yep. Hopefully see a bunch of green flag racing here because it's such a small field. And these guys have raced around each other a lot. Hopefully we can see some real good, clean racing out here tonight.
And of that, I am sure, as Albert, man, he's getting the moves put on him right now by Kelly Keel down low. And here comes the crossover from Albert. This is very, very early in the race as we got a truck going down through the apron, able to hang on to it. Good gracious almighty, that was a great save.
Looked like Hot Rod. I think that was Hot Rod Mabry.
Well, you could do some tricks out there if you still have tires in that turn 4. Then that's what they did out there. Hey, this is for fun, but they want in the main race for money. So this is going to be the battle for money. So I don't think we'll see any fights, but I hope so.
It's always a possibility. Oh, Albert got sideways there.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Pretty wide.
Almost 4 wide here, beating and banging, coming down this front straightaway here on lap 2. And so Kelly able to still squeeze squeeze out in front there. Josh Oxendine making a little bit of a move, a little bit of a charge to get out in front. Same thing with that 12 of John Herdzik.
That is a problem. You just tried to take out America's driver. He's coming for you, man. And that's what happened. I think they got real racy. Didn't kill him or anything, but hey, it's racing, man. Kind of moved him out of the way.
John Herdzik sitting up there. Lost a few spots. He's pulling up behind and now inside of Anderson there. As
they're almost 3 wide there with Dustin Reilly, who, man, he's one of these guys, just like Albert. It's just like, man, how did he not pick up a win during the regular season? Well, the answer to that is just pure bad luck throughout the season.
Yeah, he just didn't get there. He has the talent. I mean, we've seen him race the wheels off at any platform that he's in. He just hasn't been able to bring home that first place trophy just yet. But good shot for him tonight, as you know, half this field will make it into the All-Star race tonight.
Yeah, side by side, Josh Oxendine and Kelly Keel as they come across the line here, going on to lap number 5. 15 laps remaining in this segment. And, man, this field is still very tight. I know Deion Jones and Rob Green are kind of falling off the back just a little bit here, but, you know, they might think, hey, some craziness might happen up there at the front, and we can just drive right on through it.
Well, look, the good thing is, too, is that those guys can just kind of hang out and wait till the second segment. If they don't think they have a shot this time around, I mean, if they don't think they're going to get a yellow flag, you know, they know it's not over with.
Well, they're super clean so far, other than that little dust up early. Ooh, nice move down low.
Kelly Keel making a dive and play here as they go 3 wide onto the backstretch. John Herzig, Kelly Keel, and Josh Oxendine going down this back straightaway. And you also got John Herzig and Albert Anderson looking in there as well. So we got 3 wide action here at Michigan.
This track's wide enough for it, isn't it, Adam? You've put in a lot of laps here and won some races here. How drivable is it 3 wide here?
It is, especially if you take a little bit of care of your tires. And the tires do wear out quickly.
Oh no, there he goes. Big wreck.
Oh, single car spin. Is he able to get it loop back around? As the caution comes out, Dave Hot Rod Mayberry, his engine's not looking too good. And I think that was the 2 of Albert Anderson there.
Was Kelly Keel just came over the radio and said, "Sorry, Albert."
Yeah, I couldn't tell what exactly happened there. I just kind of came into each other and had some damage all the way around.
Oh yeah, Kelly moved up a lane by 2 feet and just snagged Albert there, but thankfully I believe there should be some faster pairs here, so Albert's going to be able to come on down into pit road, get that thing fixed. Same thing like Hot Rod Mayberry, and I don't know if Deion Jones had any damage or anything like that, but he's going to be able to come on down and get whatever he needs done to maybe try to make a last little charge here, because we're only going to have about 10 or maybe even 9 laps to go in this segment by the time this thing goes back green.
Yeah, as long as they didn't have to tow, they'll be fine. Just re-rack them and stack them and let it rip for about a 10-lap finale, and then you got a chance at it again after this. So if you don't get first or second here, it ain't the end of the world.
You got Michael Adamson on YouTube, Albert's teammate, saying, "Go Albert." And then Jack Dixon pulling for Oxendine. He says, "Did you know that Oxendine in Greek means winner?" I did not know that, but he might be bull crapping us, you know.
I'm gonna have to use the Googler on that one.
Might be a joke on us. Appreciate you guys tuning in tonight for sure. I know these drivers really appreciate the support, and so does the league and the sponsors. And as always, it's the sponsors for tonight: D&D Race Graphics. You need a car painted, I race a car painted. Ricky's going to do you right, man. He's got the talent for it, that's for sure. Ricky Whitberg also with the realty deal. So Keller Williams, Johnson City, Tennessee. But you don't have to live in Tennessee. If you need a realtor anywhere in the country, give Ricky a call, and he'll fix you up. Of course, anything he gets off of that business, he's going to definitely put it back into this league. So taking care of his folks here.
That he is. As English, are you broadcasting live from a Renaissance fair down there or something?
What do you mean?
Oh, I was picking up some music behind you.
Oh, maybe he is. He's probably doing some kind of rain dance down there in Louisiana. That's the time of year for it.
Yeah, maybe. How's the storm looking? No, you got some storms rolling through there, English.
He probably had to adjust everything in his house, The other side of his house he uses as like a club. We didn't want to tell everybody. But wait, he's asked you about the storms. You doing okay? You don't have.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, so far so good. Looks like it's dying out as it moves into the state. So Texas got a little bit hammered by it, but looks like it's starting to calm down a little bit before it crosses the river into my neighborhood.
All right. Well, that's definitely good to hear. As the lights on that pace truck turn off, we're going to get ready to go back to some green flag racing here in segment number 1. Dustin Really, Josh Oxendine came down, got some fresh tires, got maybe a little splash of fuel, getting ready to get things going here once again. John Herzig, Kelly Keel did the same thing. And, well, let's just say it, the whole field came down, picked up some fresh tires, but so everybody's basically all reset. It's now you got to think of it as like, all right, lap 0, everybody's all reset, but now it's only a 10-lap sprint.
Yeah, this is going to be good.
Adam, what do you think about the tire situation? Would you do the same thing? Just might as well come in and get them, right?
I mean, might as well keep them fresh. This place does tear up tires a little bit. I'm more concerned about, were you playing the steel guitar while we were broadcasting?
No.
What in the world?
TV running in the background. Yeah, sorry about
Lord. Well, we just got confused for a minute, but it's okay. Get back to racing here.
We don't want to torture people with my freaking plan, you know what I'm saying? Every dog in everybody's house will be barking.
Well, that's a whole other YouTube show.
Excuse me. As Josh, yeah, no. As Dustin Really, Josh Oxendine, side by side to get this thing back going to green flag racing here, doing a great job leading this one off. Still side by side as they head off down into 1 and 2. So even Steven restart there. Kelly Keel looking to put his bumper to somebody. He wants to get through this mess and pick up a win here himself. Same thing with John Herzig and Rob Green, all up there battling for position here.
John Herzig, he's trying to search for a way through here. These guys running side by side. He's just kind of trying to pick his way through here. Looks like he's going to go the low line here. Makes a stick.
Yeah, that's the cool thing of 3 and 4. You can kind of pick where you want to be, but you got to know, how early to lift and all that stuff.
Well, look, how much does the draft really affect you here? I mean, it's got to pull you a little bit, especially around the
yeah, right there we just saw it with a 37 and 2.
As we're 3 wide for second here again already. You got that 37 of Dustin Really, man. Oh, he's pushing that thing to the limits on that bottom line as Kelly Keel and Dustin and Josh Oxendine, excuse me, were battling at it side by side. Albert Anderson's back up in there in the mix. He's got that 2 truck looking pretty good right now, hanging out in 5th, knowing he really only needs to get into that top 2 to move on through. Oh no, and big time contact. Here we go. Oh man. Second time tonight, Albert Anderson getting involved, and that's going to be another yellow flag.
It's the same truck he got involved with too, and I think 12 got caught up in a little bit of that.
And that's right there in 2 as it tightens up on the backstretch. When you're running 3 wide and you're trying to get into that tight space of the backstretch here in Michigan, it turns out like that.
John Herzig coming over the radio saying, "Hey man, my bad guys."
Yeah, just drifting up out of that corner a little bit, and all 3 of those guys getting involved. Albert Anderson able to really avoid any extra contact after the little incident there, driving backwards. And Kelly Keel now trying to get back around with that blown engine into the pits to get that fast repair. And this is this is also why we held that fan vote, guys. Is situations like this, I got a message from Albert earlier today. He's like, "Hey man, you wanna post in the Vigilante chat? You know, like where the votes are currently standing and whatnot." And I jokingly said, "You know, you a little nervous that you're not going to be able to win your way in, and of course, kidding and all that, but no, he brought up a good point. He's like, hey man, you never know what could happen. Somebody could have a little incident, and that might be their only way in is by that fan vote. So we'll have to see what happens here. As man, we're only gonna have like essentially a green, white, yellow / checker finish here for stage number 1.
Well, and I want to go back to and talk about that incident that just happened. Adam, that's a pretty common thing, right? A wash up out of 2, and if you've got 2 lines or 2 trucks above you like that running 3 wide, is that pretty common, washing up out of 2 like that?
Yeah, even 2 wide right there, and you talk about it a lot with how much air is coming off the spoiler of these trucks. It'll tend to move you about, especially in a corner as you got your fender on your front fender on their rear fender or something. You're somewhat close. There's a lot of aerodynamics and stuff that physics I don't know much about. Isn't that what it's called? Like air movement and dynamics and craziness, mayhem. That's what happens.
And look, this is a progressively banked track too, I believe, where the higher you go up the track, the steeper it gets. So these guys that are pushing hard on the inside line, like Dustin really earlier, you can't do that for long because it's just going to eat up your fronts.
That is, I believe, correct. As we're getting ready to go back to green flag racing here on lap 16 of 20 for this first segment. Josh Oxendine and Dustin really side by side once again, taking off here. Josh having a good restart there, but Dustin's not letting that 63 truck go that easily. As I head off down into turns 1 and 2, you got Rob Green, Albert Anderson, and Dion Jones battling it out for 3rd right now as Albert's running that bottom line. Oh no, as the 4 gets down and hits the outside wall. So that's going to leave a little bit of space. Man, bad luck there for the 12 and the 29. Everything getting all spread out here. Same thing with Kelly Keel. He's been up there making some noise up there at the front, so he's going to have to do a little bit of a charge to get back.
Still 3 wide for the lead here. They're making it interesting up in front right now.
Yeah, they are. They're not.
Ooh, baby.
They're not giving up. See how?
Oh no! It's a little bit of contact with the 63 of Oxendine, sending him up into the wall.
Yeah,
Ooh, that made me hurt.
Yeah, that turn that's a doozy, man. Albert was trying to run that low line. He couldn't hold it. Drifted up just a hair and caused a little bit of damage to that other truck there.
And that really picked up Oxendine as people were trying to dodge him. They didn't realize how much speed he lost there. But everybody's on the lead lap here, and everybody's still got a shot here.
That they are, and good job from Oxendine from keeping that from getting any worse. He did a great job with that, as it looks like Rob Green now making a little bit of a charge up the inside here on Albert Anderson, trying to find his way up into that top 2. And same thing with Kelly Keel. Kelly Keel now down to the bottom of Rob Green right now, trying to slide his way back up.
Dustin really trying to put a little side draft down there on Albert Anderson, trying to hold him up some, and they're side by side as they come through the trioval.
That they are, and I believe they're going to be throwing it at the completion of lap 20, correct?
I believe so. I think the yellow, the end of stage, is going to come when they start lap 21.
Alrighty, so only a lap and a half left for segment 1. Which 2 drivers are going to make it in, as we have a big ball and wad of trucks? We got 6 trucks all up here trying to make it into that all-star race coming up after the final segment here in at Michigan. We got Albert Anderson up into the lead, followed by Dustin Reilly. And this is that white flag lap for the stage. Any cautions here will freeze the field, and that will be your finishing order as they go nose to tail through turns 1 and 2 down into this back straightaway. You got Albert Anderson still there in the lead. Man, big push from Dustin Reilly there, trying to maybe upset that truck of Albert Anderson a little bit. But here comes Kelly Keel up the inside, looking to make a pass here, steal a way through. As Dustin Reilly gets a little loose out into the wall. And there goes Kelly Keel. So it's going to be John Herzig with a head of steam, comes across the line to pick up that second spot. Wow. And so Albert Anderson and John Herzig moves on through into the All-Star race.
Yeah. America's driver, he was, let's just be honest, he would have won the fan vote, but he worked his way into it. What a job, man. And Herzig, what a lucky little inning he had, because he had some damage. Heck of a little inning.
You know, Mike Adamson's happy about that, seeing his teammate run as well as he did, and picking up this win. So congrats to Albert Anderson and Herzig. I mean, to come from behind like that, he did have some trouble out there today. Got involved in a couple of accidents, but Herzig's up there. He is in the show, so to speak.
Now,
yeah, that last lap was awesome.
Now, what does that do to the fan voting here? Man, that changes quite a few things up, I can tell you that. So, if you haven't voted quite yet, please go to m.tv on Facebook. There is a poll put up in there, just a single vote. Who do you want to move on into that All-Star race? Albert Anderson and John Herzig are in now, so I can't remove their names, but just do us a favor and try not to vote for them as a favorite driver you want to go through, because there's still plenty of other drivers in here tonight that are trying to make their way in, as everyone's going to come in to pit lane, get new fresh sets of everything, get back out there, and have another solid 20 laps of racing.
Thanks, Knox Medusa, for joining us on Twitch. Knox was on there pulling for Albert Anderson, saying, "Go, Albert, go." Glad to see him pick up a win. And Mike Adamson, of course, saying, "Way to go, Albert." The Limitless esports guys out there represented pretty well today.
So Albert and Herzig, they kind of just get to set this next 20 out, right? Just
They do.
Hang back, enjoy. Yeah, that'd be perfect. And they got a feel for, racing. I'll get all the butterflies out. So
yeah,
that's
the pre-dance jitters.
Yeah. It gets a little nerve-wracking the first time you get in there and you're about to have a race. Those first 5-10 laps can be a little hairy.
Oh, yeah.
As we,
it really kind of is a rhythm track. It might not seem like it, but you really do have to kind of to figure out your entry and exit here. Go ahead, Brian. I'm sorry, buddy.
As we're here under pace and laps, or the lights on that pace truck on or off? I can't see them.
They said they were going to let this go at 25, I believe, but it looks like the lights are out. Yeah, it looks like the lights are out on it.
No, all right, so we're going to we'll have to wait and see.
I can't see. I mean, English can't either, obviously, because the lights aren't out yet.
All right, well, that's all right. So what we'll do in the meantime is get that 2 of Albert Anderson up here into the booth. Hey, man, got a little nervous there after a couple wrecks, but hey, you made it through.
Hey boys, what's going on tonight? Yeah, that was a bit touch and go there. I got involved in 2 wrecks and had to race my way back up to the front. So it went really well. I raced a little more aggressively than I usually race, but I wanted to make sure I made the All-Star race tonight.
Oh yeah, and there's money up for grabs, and you definitely had your fans out there pulling for you. Mike Adamson, your Limitless teammate, out there pulling for you, as well as Nox Medusa out there on Twitch. And congratulations, you're in, and hopefully try to win some money tonight.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you would have been in anyway. The fan vote, I bet.
Yeah, I had a lot of fans pulling for me. A lot of fans came and voted in the fan vote, and thank you to all of those guys. Thank you to my teammates, Jeremiah Burke and Mike Adamson, Dale Adamson, Limitless Esports. And thank you guys for what you do in the booth every race. You guys are awesome.
Thank you, man. That means a lot to us.
Yeah, I
Really.
appreciate that. Hey, good luck in the big show.
Thank you guys. Hopefully I'll be talking to you tonight from the podium.
Yeah, that would be pretty sweet, my dude. We'll see you later. As looks like we're getting all stacked up and ready to go back to green flag racing here in this last chance qualifier. Hey, slippery, super slippy frog. We glad you can join us here early tonight. So few drivers. Well, this was because this is just for those non-winners of the regular season or people who have not made it into the All-Star race, which is coming up after this. So this is these drivers' last chance to get in and maybe prove a little bit of what talent they've got, as Kelly Keel gets a great restart here over Dave Mayberry. Dave Mayberry kind of shuffling his way back through this field just a little bit. Rob Green and Dustin really are all over him.
3 wide right here. So we got Oxidine down low. Whoa, looks like we got a little drifterama on there.
He's got it. Oh, he almost had it.
His doesn't have it.
He took himself out, didn't he, Rob Green? Oh,
What
man.
a save there for a while, but just could not hang on to it. Hey, that's just new cold tires right there. So we stay green because it was a single truck accident. He's back going.
As these top 4 guys still grouped up relatively close, as Deion Jones tries to race up and close that gap. Rob Green hoping for a caution to come out to catch back on up to this field. Kelly Keel leading Dave Hot Rod Mayberry, followed by Josh Oxendine in the 37 of Dustin Reilly. Nose to tail, all the way through the top 4 here, trying to get up into that top 2 and pick up their way into that All-Star race.
Yeah, and thanks for voting in the poll there, Nox Medusa. That's what it's for. It's for all you fans out there that watch these guys every week, and everybody has their favorites out here. And you want to see them get their way into the All-Star race by whatever means necessary, whether they're racing to win or if they can't quite get there. That's what the fan vote's for. So thanks for participating, everybody.
Yeah, and we got a couple guys with some fans up front here, so they're battling it out.
Yeah.
Keel, Mayberry, and Oxendine.
Oh,
Really?
they are almost 3 wide there for second. Looks like Dustin trying to get that outside line run, but man, Dave Hot Rod Mayberry shutting the door out there real quick as Josh Oxendine trying to make a pass down low. And as we say, thank you guys for all voting in. 101 as of right now have voted. We thank you all for getting out there and voting, but voting does not close until the checkered flag waves here at the end of this stage. At that point, everything will be locked in. So please, if you haven't voted yet, get that vote in.
And thanks, Kevin Jacobs, for joining us on Facebook. He was pulling for Albert Anderson tonight, and got to see him pick up a win. And Andrew Hansley saying, hey, guys, looking forward to a great night of racing. And it's not near over yet. We've got this last chance qualifier going to wrap up here in about 15 laps. And then we'll have a short break, and then we'll be back for the All-Star race. So stay tuned, guys. Big night of racing.
Do we get like a hot dog break or something? I mean, hot dog, chili dog at least, It's a long night of racing.
Yeah. Need some kind of sustenance. Andrew Hansley said, how many drivers make it through in this race? Well, we already picked 2 from the first stage. That's Anderson and Herdzig. And then the top 2 that finish this stage at lap 45 will move on to the All-Star race later. And then the fan vote. whoever's tops in the fan vote that has not won their way in.
And that they do is here comes Dustin really making a move on Dave Hot Rod Mayberry, trying to get by him on that low side. Now these guys are on starting to get to that point of older tires. I know Michigan can eat these things up fairly quickly, especially with how aggressively these guys are driving it. And you can see it from Kelly Keel there too. Really wasn't under pressure there, but he is now, as Dustin really is able to get that run through the inside. He's now up to the inside of Kelly Keel trying to pick up the win.
Yeah, 3 and 4 right here, kind of your money turns. This is where if you've saved tires, you can kind of float around where you want.
Oh no! 2 trucks going down through the infield. You got Josh Oxendine and Dave Hot Rod Mayberry. That's going to bring out a yellow flag and get everybody all reset. And if you're Rob Green, man, that is exactly what you needed.
Absolutely.
Yeah, as long as nobody has to tow, it's free, fast repair. It'll be a free-for-all here. Finish this thing up.
Get this thing re-wrecked. The great thing about some of the changes that iRacing has made here recently is giving the admin people, the race control individuals like Jess and Lori Vaughn, it gives them the ability to add or subtract caution laps from the caution. So just announced on the radio just now, Jess Vaught gave us a little rundown on that. He said, hey, what we're going to do is we're going to shave off as many of these caution laps as we can to get everybody grouped up and do as much green flag racing as we can, which is a great idea.
Oh no, and it looks like that was a little bit of netcode there. I don't know if the 63 and the 29 would have actually touched, but they were getting close, but netcode decided that for them as they took that trip through that grass.
Yeah, they definitely had 6 inches or so in between them at least.
But you know, I was going to say,
63 could have pulled a little air off the spoiler, just to how close he was, but I'm not sure.
I was going to say, you know, either way, you know, it's okay. Everything's just going to get reset, restacked up, and we're going to have ourselves everybody back grouped up together. And this is going to be a very close finish. It looks like it's going to be just about another 10-lap sprint here.
Yeah, this is going to run into, looks like maybe time-wise, run into the All-Star Race practice just a little bit.
Which we expected. It won't be too bad. We'll have plenty of time to get things shut down and rebooted for that All-Star Race.
Is it going to run into my mandatory federal 15-minute break?
Yes.
That's more what I'm concerned about.
Andrew Hansel saying the same thing. He's like, it'll look like netcode to me too. Faux show. Trying to get everybody stacked up as fast as we can here. They can pull one of these caution laps. It looks like we got 6 trucks. Pretty close here. Here we go. We're going to go green here.
That we will side by side. Dustin Really, Kelly Keel, followed by Josh Oxendine and Dion Jones, Dave Hot Rod Mayberry, and Rob Green, your final drivers to try to get into that all-star race here coming up in just a little bit. Dustin Really with a great start. Oh no, right off the start you got Dion Jones going down through the infield there, but single car incident, so that is going to stay green flag racing here.
I think his motor's done. He hit that part of the ball that's still kind of indented right there, and he pretty much hit it at a perpendicular angle head on, so that thing's toast. It's toast.
I'll tell you what, Rob Green is really pushing to the limit.
Oh no, as we got another bit of contact there. Oh,
Yellow's out.
And yellow's out.
Lucky for him, I think.
Yeah, this is
So
gonna.
much for my prediction about all the green flag laps. These guys are being aggressive, but this is kind of like what we like to see at a track like Michigan.
Yeah, I think
take a
Green
look.
was just. I'm sorry, Brown. I think he just had cold tires there. Pushing it too much.
maybe we're going to take a look at the first incident here that involved Dion Jones. Just kept sliding down the track and put himself across that bumper. So that is what happened with Dion to start off with. Now let's take a look to see what happened involving. Man, it was I think it was Kelly Keel and Rob Green there getting together. Let's see what happened here that actually pulled out that yellow flag as the 29 of Mayberry. Oh no, yep, okay, just cold tires. That is exactly what it is. The 91 getting just a little loose. Does a pretty good job of saving it. The problem was you had Kelly Keel out there on the outside with a big run, able to try to maybe squeeze his way by on that outside, and Rob Green just ran out of room to save it.
Yeah, we saw that in the last restart as well. Rob Green on cold tires. You don't want to just let those guys run away. You want to do everything you can to be aggressive early. But it's hard to wait for those tires to warm up. But gotta try to get some pressure built in them.
Well, he put 4 new ones on there. I don't know if he needed to or not, but you got all the dents banged out of it. Unlimited fast repairs here, so should be a fun run to the end.
Jack Dixon said less cars but more incidents. Yeah, man, they're getting aggressive, trying to do whatever they can to win their way into this all-star race. We're only taking 2 more trucks out of this field. Your top 2 finishers as soon as we finish lap 45, and then of course we'll run down the fan vote winner.
Yes, which again is going to lock in here when that checkered flag waves. So definitely be on in there, getting your vote all registered and whatnot. As I will say, as the pace truck comes down into pit road, I was going to go into something, but we don't have time for that now as they go side by side. Green flag racing here once again. 9 laps remaining. Dustin Reilly and Josh Oxendine side by side up here at the front. Dave Hot Rod Mayberry and the 91 of Rob Green right behind them, as the 37 of Reilly has a great restart there on that bottom line, able to drive away out in front of Josh Oxendine.
Hot Rod had a pretty good run there, but it looks like he's running out of momentum a little bit. He's going to tuck himself in behind the 63 of Oxendine here.
That might be the smart move at this point.
Yeah.
No, just wait till the last lap or so to start annihilating people in front of you.
Didn't we see something similar here the other night with guys running 3rd and 4th? You know, actually did pretty well because the front 2 trucks kind of took each other out.
Yep, it happens for sure, especially with the way 3 and 4 is. You're pushing yourself too much because you're driving with that rear view mirror, and people can take advantage.
Looks like we're going to have 6 to go at the line here. No. 5, 6, 7 to go.
7 to go at the line as Dustin really continues to lead this field around. Kelly Keel sitting there right behind him. You got the 63 of Josh Oxendine trying to work his magic back up through this field. Same thing with Dave Hot Rod Mayberry. Hopefully they have a little bit of tires left here for the end, trying not to maybe push it too hard, as here comes Kelly Keel with a big old run down and looking towards the outside, but not able to quite get there, as Josh Oxendine also had a little bit of run and maybe blocked up that high line just a little bit. But there he goes, Kelly Keel drifting up the track through turns 3 and 4, looking to maybe dive it down and try to get a run on Dustin, but not quite there just yet.
Rob Green in that 91 kind of looking on the high side. He's going to hang out back there, but he's still in striking distance. I mean, it's anybody's race for sure. Still.
I really like where he's sitting right now.
Yeah.
With the way these guys are racing each other, they're definitely going to make a mistake, and hopefully he can slide in and take advantage.
If we see any more blocks like we saw here just a few moments ago. We may see the 91 gain a couple spots here. They're kind of cleaning it up some.
And side by side they go through the little front straightaway here across the line. Dustin really still out in front, working both lanes, trying to manage the inside and the outside all at the same time. Holding up Dave Hot Rod Mayberry and Josh Oxendine there as they were side by side racing for that second and final spot to get in. 5 laps to go here as Hot Rod has that run on the outside. Will he have enough of a run as they exit turn 4?
He's got some help with Kelly Kill behind him. Whoa.
Oh.
What happened there?
Dustin really coming down into pit road.
He ran out of fuel.
No. I wonder if he had a fuel bug or just kept unchecking the fuel thinking he was good. And oh no, so Dustin really...
The Golden Gas Can Award goes to the 37 tonight.
Oh man. That is absolute heartbreak going from the lead to out of gas, but that is what happens here in racing as we're going to have 3 laps to go as we cross the line here. Kelly Keel, Dave Mayberry out in front with Josh Oxendine and Rob Green sitting right there behind them. So we got 3 laps of voting left, folks. Get your votes in now before it gets locked in.
I was about to say, if you felt bad, that's a heck of a 3 wide there.
Yeah.
For old Dustin, you could vote for him to get in regardless. Maybe he'll put fuel in the next race.
Oh, whoa.
I'm just saying, I mean, you're supposed to make sure you have plenty of fuel. Blame it on his crew chief. How about that?
Yeah, there you go. Oh, 91 getting a little bit loose there. Again, getting a little bit loose as they come around the tri-oval here. A couple laps to go.
And that they do. 2 laps now remain. Kelly Keel out in front. Josh Oxendine right behind him, but he's got Dave Hot Rod Mayberry trying to dig and claw his way on that outside line. Rob Green, man, he just wants to get through these guys so bad as they come through and down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. Almost a little bit of contact there between Mayberry and Oxendine, able to keep it off each other as they enter turns 3 and 4 as they come now across the line. White flag is waving. Final lap here in the last chance qualifier. Final chance for these drivers to win their way into the All-Star race coming up in less than half an hour or so. Man, oh man, is this finish gonna be interesting as Kelly Keel still out in front, has that little bit of a gap. Oh, he got a little tight coming out of turns 2, so that's gonna give Dave Hot Rod Mayberry a little bit of a run here on that outside line. Still side by side they go as Josh Oxendine looking, begging, pleading, trying to find a way down and get into that second and final spot.
Mayberry!
As there was a little contact with Dave Hot Rod Mayberry, they both go for a little bit of a ride. So that means the 91 of Rob Green is going to be able to pick up that final spot with Kelly Keel into that into the All-Star race. And with that, the checker flag has waved, so the votes are all locked in.
Sometimes it's pays to be lucky.
So it looks like Nox Medusa and Super Slippery Frog, who were pulling for Mayberry there at the end. Sorry, folks, didn't quite get there.
No, not quite. All right, so I am now looking at the official.
Hang on real quick. We got Jess in here. See, do we have something we need to clarify?
Yeah, go ahead, guys.
Oh, no. Oh, I was just going to, we're just getting into who the fan vote was.
Okay, perfect. Because I just want to make sure you knew that Kelly already had a provisional because he was runner-up in a race that the winner was not able to make it. So Green and Mayberry actually made it on the race. I want to make sure you knew that before you did the fan vote.
Okay, yes, that does make. Oh man, that that makes a difference. So I'm glad we have you in here, Jess, because we're gonna have to have a coin flip.
All
right.
We-
Who's it down to?
Wow.
It is so voting wise. Albert Anderson, if he didn't win his way in, would have won hands down. But then it starts to get close. Hot Rod Mayberry was next in line for that. So we have a two-way tie between the 37 of Dustin Reilly and the 63 of Josh Oxendine. So,
All right.
Wow.
So here is what I will do. I will do just a pull up a little coin flipper
Got any
here.
spare change?
So let me switch screens. So everything is out there and above board. All right, so here we go. We have our little coin flipper here. We're going to call it heads goes to Reilly, tails goes to Oxendine. So here we go. There is the flip. And it is heads. So Dustin Reilly makes his way in.
All right, it's great. I'll make sure he knows. And we'll see you guys in the next segment for the All-Star portion.
Heck
Thanks,
yeah,
Jess.
man.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, thank you guys.
So there
Yep,
you have
yep.
it, folks.
Brown, I knew I could hear him saying something over the radio. That's why I was trying to let you know. We had a little confusion, but I think we got it squared away.
Wow, that's amazing. I never thought it'd be that close, but hey, that fan vote's important, guys. That's why we've been hammering it since yesterday. It's just wow.
And
I never thought it'd come to that.
but before we let everybody go here, just run through some of the stats because, man, we had people from all over putting in their votes, and we appreciate that. But there were a total of 3 countries represented in this poll. What 3 countries do you guys think those were?
Let's say U.S., Canada, and maybe Great Britain.
Let me go with Australia.
It was the United States, Canada, and 1 participant from Italy.
Oh, wow.
So, like I said,
Sweet.
we thank you all for tuning in to this last chance qualifier and whatnot. We're going to get things shut down and started back up here in just a second. So it will be under a different stream title and all that for the All-Star race. Just making sure everything looks good and get everything up the way it should be. Tonight was just a little early start, so I don't think things were quite set up the way we wanted to. But hey, we'll get that set up correctly here for the next one. Until then, we'll see you guys in just about, call it 45 minutes, maybe even a little less than that. Till then, be good. We'll see you.
We gone.
See ya.